Long pips on backhand for block. If this is your style of play, today's drills are for you. It's our very first lesson for the Halo S Pro, the most advanced PongBot. But we are going deeper talking about strategy and tactics and why people choose to play this kind of style of play. Last week, for example, we had Ahika Mukherjee from India beating Bruno Takahashi, top 20 in the world, with this kind of style of play. What makes this style of play effective? How to play, how to take the most advantage of this style of play? Well, people have many reasons to play with this style. One of them is because they like simply to block and they like to move people around. And the pips, who absorbs more the power and also controls the spin, is a good weapon for that. The bad side of the story is you don't have power to attack. So we're gonna turn my robot, I'm gonna play the ball on my backhand, and we are going to try to place the ball in different placement of the table, adjusting as well the style I hit to do different spin and returning with different amount of power also to my opponent. Okay, first drill. I'm gonna play the ball on my backhand. I'm gonna block using my pips, using the pips, moving the paddle the way I explained the last two videos. Please watch it and you're gonna see how to be effective on it. I'm gonna just work in different placements. In the beginning, I'm gonna play in one spot and then I'm gonna start mixing the placement and mixing the style I block the ball as well. Let's go. Blocking to my backhand's opponent. Now down the line. More power, trying to adjust. Less power. Relaxing the grip. Okay.
Training completed.
I try to block in different ways. It takes a little while to adjust, of course, but I was trying to move the ball as best as I can, having some variations of power, spin, and placement. That is one of the ideas for this kind of equipment you can play. So, second drill we're going to practice today, and I'm going to show you how to adjust your PongBot for that. I'm going to do the forehand, which is going to be the counter attack. This is a regular inverted rubber from Gihu, Neoflex, but I'm going to also try with the short pips and also a medium pips that I did last week. This is non-sponge. Let me try to do all the styles play. Will take a little while to adjust because changing the equipment makes your brain confused, but you can do it as well. So, second drill, I'm going to play the ball over here. And then I'm going to combine and we are going to talk about some strategies and tactics to play this kind of style of play. Change the drill. Okay. For this one, the ball is coming very spinning, a little bit higher towards my forehand. I'm going to try to hit the ball right off the bounce and do as most power as I can. Again, be patient because I'm going to take a little while to adjust. 3, 2, 1. There's a countdown on the robot.
Start training.
Let's put some variation on placement. Okay, it took a little while to adjust, but I did it. If you notice, I was trying to hit the ball right off the bounce. The idea for this kind of style play is exactly like that. Talking about strategy, you move your opponent around, confusing him with this style play and confusing him with the spin you're putting, the power, the placement, and then when you have a chance, you're gonna try to counterattack. Basically, long pips on backhand, inverted rubber on forehand is a style play we call I am a blocker and counter attacker. Anytime I have a chance to counterattack, I take it because this might be my winner. For any kind of player who has this kind of style, if you are playing against, be aware they are trying to move you around and they are trying to counterattack as best as they can when they have the opportunity. Okay, let me change a little bit the equipment now. Short pips on forehand.
Start training.
Okay, I don't want to go too long because the technique is basically the same. Right off the bounce, turning trunk, and every single skill you have, you're going to have to put in play, but you're going to adjust a little bit the angle of your pedal because those short pips have no much friction, so you don't have to get much concerned about the spin the ball is coming towards you. A little bit easier to counterattack, okay, but again, there's less power and you cannot generate spin with that. Okay, no sponge, similar, just the angle. I'm not going to show you that. Anyway, strategy to play. Let's move to the next drill. So we did two drills right now. Just the block, moving the opponent around, moving the placement, changing the spin. Forehand, doing the counter attack as best as you can, using all skills you get, is a winner. You're gonna put power on the ball. Now let's start combining, let's start making a strategy or a tactic drill. The drill is 3 balls on my backhand, 1 ball on my forehand to counter attack. Exactly the strategy or the tactic you have to use in the match. We'll see how it goes. Change the drill again. This is, by the way, our third drill. Okay. 3 backhands, 1 forehand counter attack. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try to vary my style block. 1, 2, 3. I missed. Oops. Oof. That was the idea. I missed a few shots. I'm trying to adjust. I'm not very warm. Anyway, 3 balls on my backhand. Trying to keep the opponent on the backhand side. That's a tactic drill. And when I have a chance, when he plays the ball on my forehand side, I'm gonna try to counterattack. Okay, that's a good drill for you to practice if you have this kind of style play. Okay, talking about the strategy and tactic a little bit. Let's keep the opponent moving, okay? If he attacks the ball on your forehand, you gotta take a chance, you're gonna take the risk to counterattack. Now let's use the backhand, the same objective. Blocking 1, 2, 3 times, moving your opponent around, confusing him with the style play, with the style pips you have, the style block, the ball is coming with different spins all the time. And when you have a chance, you're gonna step around and counterattack over here. When you do that, try to mix the placement you counterattack because this might be a winner. Let's try. Change the drill. Okay. 3 backhands, one step around forehand counterattack. Let's go. Count down.
Start training.
Move your opponent. Oh, I missed the shot. Let's adjust the drill, because I missed the drill. The ball is coming to the center, I gotta to adjust it. Let me edit the drill. When you do no editing, that's what's happening. Okay, 2, 3 balls on the backhand, 1 ball also on the backhand side. I'm gonna show you the proper adjustments later. You won't gonna make the same mistake I did. Okay. View. Okay. Save the drill. Every single ball the halo is feeding towards me is a top spin ball. I'm trying to deal with the spin and also doing my counterattack. Let's see how it goes. Let's test it again. 3 balls here for blocks, 1 ball for counterattack. 1, 2, 3. Step around. Missed. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, and good. 2, 3. Good job. Very good.
Training completed.
Oops, it's done. I was going to do one more counterattack, but it's done. So, 3 blocks on backhand, moving my opponent around, and as soon as I have a chance, counterattack. Okay? So your opponent always going to get confused with the spin, with this kind of pips. Okay, this is the tactic you can use, and those are 4 drills you can use for practice. Of course, you gotta do the warm-up. I did as well. Not very much, because I was missing some shots, but you can do much better than me. You have here like a 4 drills. I'm gonna suggest you to practice at least until you get like a 70% of consistency. So you're gonna repeat and repeat the drills until you adjust the angle, adjust the style of block, mixing the placements and everything else. This is the first adjustment we did for the Halo S Pro. Next week we have again the Nova S Pro, and the following the Omni S Pro. And I'm not sure yet if I'm going to continue doing the Halo or I'm going to focus more on the Nova S Pro and the Omni S Pro. You tell me if you need, if you ask me, if you drop some comments, if you ask me to do some lessons, some adjustments for the Halo S Pro, I'm gonna do as well. As I mentioned in the last video, you can see over here, I did a video about the differences between all of them and the advantage of having the Halo, which is the most advanced, but also a little bit more investment you're gonna have to make. But it's worth, because you have much more features to practice, even in high level. So guys, thank you so much. I hope you drop some comments. I hope you like and subscribe. And don't forget our mission. We are trying to spread the word about table tennis. I'm not here to try to teach you in high level. These are very, very basic tactics, basic drills. Okay? To teach you or to teach people in world class level, in high level, details, refine your techniques is a totally different story. Everything we are doing here are basic skills and basic strokes and basic tactics. So don't forget that. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate you watching. I'll see you guys next time.